Are you prepared for winter? Hey everybody, this is Mike with Asymmetrical Preparedness. We all have gaps in our preps. Honestly, I found one out this morning. We woke up to this. We woke up to about 4 inches of snow. Now it's about 5-ish, maybe 6 inches of snow. It's about 25, 26 degrees here. We don't get snow, but usually we get snow like once a year. Most years it kind of just, it doesn't really stick, or it sticks for like a day or half a day or something like that. But recently we've been getting more winters that stick, and this winter is supposed to be harsh. So my lesson learned this morning was that my 5-year-old girl's snow gloves didn't fit her anymore. So she didn't have snow gloves. We made do. We had other gloves and stuff like that she could wear. It's just, you know, her gloves. They just weren't really the best for snow gloves. They got wet quicker and stuff like that, but we'll make it work. And because this isn't the norm around here, snow isn't a regular part of our lives like it is for some of you maybe. I already know that I already know what the stores look like right now. I can tell you that all the snow boots, all the gloves are gone from every store around here, every store. So I need to get on and order my little girl a pair before winter gets really harsh, because this is December 26th, the day after Christmas. We're not even into the real part of winter yet. So, and I can also tell you that the eggs, milk, and bread are also either wiped out or very, very low at almost every store around here. Every year it happens. It's so funny. It's a knee-jerk reaction by people that aren't prepared. So be prepared. Think about things like that. Look at what you have and what you might need. We talk about that all the time here, but something simple like that, even me, I'm not perfect. I wasn't even thinking about that because I don't think of my 5-year-old as somebody that needs to be out in this stuff. She doesn't have to be out here working in this stuff. Now, if we're bugging out, that's a different story. But she doesn't need to be playing in the snow when she bugs out. So she has warm gloves. They're just not snow gloves. They're not waterproof, stuff like that. And she would be bundled up and taken care of, you know, wool blankets, whatever we needed to do. She wouldn't be expected to be out here working. She wouldn't be expected to be out sitting in a listening post, observation post, or setting security or anything like that. So it's mindset. We gotta remember our little ones also, and prepare for them. Because, you know, my 13-year-old boy, he's basically almost exactly the same size, same dimensions and everything as me. We wear the same clothes. I think his feet are a little bit bigger than mine. The hands are a little bit bigger than mine. He's going to be taller than me soon, very soon. I'm 5'10", he's about 5'9". So, yeah, at 13. So, it's easy to prepare for him because what I prepare for me is prepared for him. And then my wife, because she has lupus, she's also not expected to be out in the elements, but she has proper gear also. So don't forget about the kids, and remember that things like this can happen, even if it's not normal for you. And if you're not normally thinking along these lines, make sure you are. Have snow chains for your vehicles. I do. Big, huge snow chains for my, 1-ton 4-wheel drive diesel truck. But along with that is knowledge, skills. Skills we talk about all the time in the preparedness community. Very, very important. My years and years and years and years of four-wheeling experience. I used to go four-wheeling all the time. Trail riding, mudding, rock crawling, all that kind of stuff. Mostly trail riding. And so having that experience and knowing how to drive in adverse conditions, also with experience in the military, offensive, defensive, driving skills, very important. So if you get in a situation like this, if you're prepared, you don't have to get out. We love it when it snows because we just voluntarily bunker in, lock ourselves down. Because I don't go out in this unless I absolutely have to, because there are people out there that don't know how to drive and make mistakes, and you can get yourself in a world of hurt when it's not even your fault, or it's your abilities are fine, you're doing great, but somebody else screws your day up for you. So yeah, we don't really get snowed in here, but being ready for it is a good thing. Having your food storage squared away, all this stuff like that. So anyway, What's on the agenda for today? Just tell you a little bit. We are going to build lots of snowmen. We're going to build lots of snow forts. We are going to have lots of snowball fights. And we already started off the day with some protein pancakes, a asymmetrical preparedness family favorite. What I do is Kodiak cakes. You can get them in the store. They're higher in protein than just, like Krusties or whatever whatever pancake mix you have. And then what I use for the liquid, instead of milk or water, I use Premier Protein. Some of our favorites are caramel, is really good. But today we have cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll Premier Protein, yes. So we have cinnamon roll pancakes. Oh man, they're good. They're good for you because these are our temples, right? We got to take care of them. We got to eat right and we have to exercise. We got to get out in the stuff. And speaking of that, when it's like this, what is it an opportunity to do? It's an opportunity for me to go grab my winter overwhites to make sure that I have my camouflage for operating out in this stuff. I already know where they are because I did think ahead and I have my winter stuff set aside. I just need to go in, get them, put them on, and probably film a cool Patreon video about snow operations and stuff. I don't know, maybe. But making sure you have stuff like that squared away, set up, and yes, getting out and exercising, getting out and experiencing what it is like to be in these kind of elements. Right now it is about 25, 26 degrees right here, and you see, okay, I'm warm, okay, and you just see a flannel. Well, you don't see the thermal layer here, you don't see another thermal layer here, you don't see the base layer all long sleeve, and then a base layer t-shirt underneath that. The wool beanie or the fleece beanie. 70% merino wool socks with my Oboz Bridger 8-inch 400 milligrams of Thinsulite boots. They're awesome. And then just Riggs workwear pants. My legs don't really get cold. Usually it's my feet and my hands that get the most cold. And I shave my head, so I got to keep my chrome dome warm. But think about these things that will come up. And things you may not think about as much, like maybe hand warmers, foot warmers. Have you thought about what it would be like to sit out in this stuff for 8, 10, 12 hours at a time, maybe setting security? If you're out working in this stuff, okay, you keep yourself warm. But if you have to sit and not move in 25-degree temperature or lower, some of you guys are like, that's nothing. It's negative 20 degrees here. I'm in North Dakota. Yeah, I get it. You're used to it, though. You know what it's like. In some places like here, this is more of a rare occurrence. So I'm speaking more to people in areas like me, like this, where it's not as common of occurrence. So we need to be mindful of when it does happen. We need to be aware of how we need to move and operate and do things out in these areas. When it's snowing out, it's real easy to track, right? But it's also real easy to be tracked. It's real easy to see who's walking around your property and who's not, because footprints, right? As well as we saw a lot of deer prints out here today, and we're feeding the birds. That's another thing I'm blessed to be able to do, feeding God's little creatures. Throwing out bird seed, squirrel feed, peanuts, all kinds of stuff. So I'm sitting here looking at probably 100 or more birds all over the yard, all over the porch, table on the porch. Yeah, that's important to me, and the kids love it. They're beautiful, all these little creatures running around. Yeah, they're too small for food storage. I'm talking, most of them are little birds about that big. But we do get a bunch of Stellarus jays in here. We do get gray squirrels, brown squirrels, tree squirrels. We do get a bunch of turtle doves. We usually have between 10 and 20 turtle doves all over our front yard or side yard here also when we throw out feed for them. But anyway, encourage you guys to get out and do the things and get used to doing things out here in the elements. What is it like to move in the snow? What is it like to sit out in this kind of weather for extended periods of time? Are you prepared for it? Are you layered properly? Will you be able to stay warm and effective One thing that's nice about snow, when it snows out, it creates that insulating layer. So it's so much quieter. You just sit and listen when it's all covered in snow and it's so quiet. You can hear all little birds and everything like that. So if you're sitting in LPOP, listening post, observation post, you'll be able to hear a lot more. So get used to that. Go out and sit in the woods. Listen to the sounds. What are the normal sounds? If you don't know what the normal sounds are, you won't know what the abnormal sounds are. So that's important. But it's just an encouragement. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, share the videos, hit the notification bell. And if you're not seeing my videos in your feed, go to my channel, videos tab, and they'll all still be there. Yeah. Enjoy the process. Get out and have fun. Have a wonderful day and blessings to you and yours.